Have you ever wondered how much muscle you can build naturally? It's a question that's probably crossed the minds of many, especially those who are fitness enthusiasts or just beginning their journey towards a healthier lifestyle. This muscle-building mystery is as intriguing as it is complex. You see, our body's potential for muscle growth isn't a universal constant. It's a dynamic variable, influenced by a myriad of factors. Some of these we can control, others we can't. Take genetics, for example. Some people are naturally predisposed to build muscle more effectively than others. Then there's diet, the fuel that drives our workouts and recovery. And speaking of workouts, the type, intensity, and consistency of our exercise routines also play a significant role in determining how our muscles grow. So with all these variables at play, how can we determine our individual potential for muscle growth? Let's delve into the science. To understand our muscle growth potential, we first need to grasp the science behind muscle growth. The process of muscle growth, or hypertrophy, starts when we challenge our muscles beyond their current capabilities, typically through resistance or strength training. This challenge causes micro tears in the muscle fibers, a necessary trauma that signals the body to start the repair process. Now, the body is a remarkable machine. As it repairs these micro tears, it doesn't just patch things up to their original state. Instead, it rebuilds the muscle fibers thicker and stronger, preparing them for the next challenge. This cycle of stress, damage, and repair results in muscle growth, a process that continues as long as we keep challenging our muscles. But the story of muscle growth isn't complete without two key players: protein synthesis and hormones. Protein synthesis is the body's way of repairing or replacing damaged proteins with new ones. When we exercise, the rate of protein synthesis increases to repair the damaged muscle fibers. Consuming protein-rich foods or supplements after a workout can further boost this process, aiding muscle repair and growth. Hormones, on the other hand, are like the conductors of this symphony of muscle growth. They regulate various processes involved in muscle growth. For instance, growth hormone and testosterone promote protein synthesis and muscle growth, while cortisol, a stress hormone, can impede muscle growth if levels are too high. It's important to note that everyone's body responds differently to exercise, and muscle growth is influenced by various factors such as genetics, diet, and lifestyle. This complex interplay of factors makes the science of muscle growth a fascinating and ongoing field of study. Now that we've grasped the basics of muscle growth, how does this translate to our individual potential? Genetics play a significant role in determining our muscle growth potential. Now, what does that mean? Well, it's all about the unique blueprint that makes you, you. Let's delve into some of these genetic factors that can influence muscle growth. First up, muscle fiber type. You see, our muscles are composed of two primary types of fibers: slow twitch and fast twitch. Slow twitch fibers are endurance-oriented, while fast twitch fibers are all about strength and speed. If your genetic makeup leans towards having more fast twitch fibers, you could potentially build muscle more easily due to their larger size and capacity for growth. Next, we've got hormone levels. Testosterone and growth hormone, in particular, play vital roles in muscle growth. Higher natural levels of these hormones can significantly enhance the muscle-building process. However, before you get worried, remember that while these hormone levels are influenced by genetics, they can also be affected by factors such as diet, sleep, and stress levels. Finally, let's talk about bone structure. You might wonder, what do my bones have to do with muscle growth? Well, a wider bone structure can support more muscle mass, and a larger frame can mean larger muscles. It's part of the reason why you might see differences in muscle mass between individuals of different heights. But here's the crucial part. While we can't change our genetics, we can make the most out of what we've got. Optimizing our diet and workout regimen is key. A diet rich in protein and the right balance of carbohydrates and fats, along with a well-structured exercise plan, can help you maximize your muscle growth potential. It's about working with our unique genetic makeup, not against it. In essence, genetics provides us with a starting point, a framework, if you will. It's up to us to build on that framework, using the tools and knowledge at our disposal to push our muscle growth to its potential. So, genetics sets the stage for muscle growth, But how can we push our limits? While we can't alter our genetics, we can make the most of what we've got. And that's precisely what we'll focus on, maximizing natural muscle growth. How, you might ask? Well, it's all about three key elements: optimizing protein intake, ensuring adequate rest, and implementing a progressive overload training regimen. Firstly, let's talk about protein. Protein is the building block of muscles, and it's crucial in repairing and building muscle fibers after a workout. But how much is enough? The answer varies, but a good rule of thumb is to aim for between 1 to 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight daily. That's right, daily. You can achieve this through a balanced diet that includes lean meats, dairy, eggs, and plant-based proteins. And yes, protein shakes can help, but they should supplement, not replace, a balanced diet. Next up, rest. We often overlook the power of a good night's sleep, but it's during these restful hours that your body does its most significant muscle repair and growth. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night, but remember, more isn't always better. It's about quality, not quantity. Regular rest days in your training schedule are also essential, allowing your muscles time to recover and grow. Lastly, we have progressive overload. This is a strategy that involves gradually increasing the amount of stress placed on your body during exercise. This can be achieved by increasing the weight you lift, the number of repetitions you do, or the intensity of your workouts over time. Progressive overload challenges your muscles and forces them to adapt, leading to muscle growth. To wrap it up, while our genetic makeup does set a limit on our muscle growth potential, it doesn't define it. By optimizing protein intake, ensuring we get enough high-quality rest, and pushing our bodies with a progressive overload training regimen, we can maximize our natural muscle growth. With the right approach, we can all reach our unique potential for natural muscle growth. Remember, it's not about comparing ourselves to others, but about becoming the best version of ourselves. So, how much muscle can we build naturally? As we've learned today, the answer is unique to each of us. We've delved into the science of muscle growth, explored the role of genetics, and discussed strategies to maximize natural muscle growth. These facets intertwine to form a complex, yet fascinating narrative of our body's potential. While the journey to muscle growth can be challenging, understanding the science and our individual potential can make the process more rewarding. Remember, it's not about comparing yourself to others, but about realizing your own potential.